Hello viewers and welcome to yet another review. I'm Archivist and today I will be taking a look at the fast-paced first-person shooter Call of Duty Black Ops 2. The Call of Duty series has become a yearly franchise by this point, each iteration slightly changing the formula from the last. Does this latest installment prove a worthy successor to the original Black Ops, or is the series finally running out of steam? The story in Black Ops 2 follows on loosely from the previous Black Ops, sending the player to familiar locations such as Vietnam as well as the near future. This time around the game is neither set in the past or future alone, but is instead a mixture of the two. The past sections of the game are told via flashbacks narrated by Woods, who is now an old man who speaks of how he and his team tracked down the terrorist Menendez and unwittingly led to his need for vengeance. In the future missions you play as David Mason, who attempts to stop Menendez. In these missions we are treated to some new technology such as wrist rockets and wingsuits. Additionally, a new mission type has been added which brings in some real-time strategy elements. You can either command your available units from an aerial perspective to defend objectives, or join the fray down below to directly influence the action yourself. When I first heard about this feature I was very excited, however to be honest it didn't really leave much of a lasting impression on me, even as a massive RTS fan. Moving on to the gameplay now, and as with any Call of Duty title, this is critical to its success. Luckily Black Ops 2 does not disappoint, as it offers the much loved fast-paced first-person shooter action that we have come to love from the series. The guns available in Black Ops 2 can be split into two key categories. Firstly, you have the past era weapons which will no doubtably be recognisable to players from the previous instalments of the franchise. Sadly these are absent from multiplayer, but luckily they can be found in both zombie and campaign game modes. The second category are the new futuristic weapons. Each of these has a well stylised postmodern feel to them, exhibiting sharp ridges and streamlined designs. Many of them reminded me of weapons from the Blacklight series. Keep in mind that these weapons come from 2025, so don't expect to see any laser or plasma based guns. Although I do think that this would have added some fresh flavour to the franchise, but would have ultimately felt out of place. If anything, at least this familiar approach allows for quick mastery by veterans of the series. Moreover, the game has an enormous armory of guns and equipment available to the player. Whether you like shooting from a distance with a sniper or getting up close with a shotgun, Black Ops 2 has got you covered. There is also a large selection of equipment available to the players, which include everything from frag grenades to tomahawks. On top of the wide selection of weapons, you are also given the opportunity to augment them with a selection of attachments that will improve the weapon in some way. For example, a red dot sight will improve the accuracy of your weapon, whereas a grip will reduce the amount of spread. Black Ops 2 benefits from the largest selection of attachments yet, giving each of your guns a different feel and playstyle. Lastly, with regards to gameplay, the series' signature kill streak system returns, but this time with a difference. Whereas before these streaks were based on the number of consecutive kills a player could get, they are now based on the number of consecutive points. I personally believe this to be a step in the right direction, as it encourages players to complete mission objectives rather than focusing on other player kills. Now onto the graphics, and on this section I will be brief. If you have played any other Call of Duty in this series, you know what you are getting into here. The familiar, consistent 60 frames per second returns, as well as slightly improved lighting. For the best graphical fidelity, be sure to play the PC version, which benefits from a 1080p resolution and higher quality ambient occlusion. However, having played all three versions at some point, there isn't a lot of difference between them. If you watch my Modern Warfare 3 review, pretty much everything I said there applies here. When it comes to lasting appeal, Black Ops 2 truly shines. Even if you think the series has become repetitive by this point, you can't deny that it is very addicting. Most of my time was spent online, however I acknowledge that the zombie mode is also very compelling to play over and over again. While I cannot deny that the fundamentals of Call of Duty are simple, I can definitely reassure you that they are fun. Shooting other people online in the face is infinitely entertaining, and the constant rewards you gain, such as weapon reskins and player card customizables, just make you want to play more. In conclusion, Black Ops 2 is an excellent Call of Duty game that definitely takes a step forward as regards to storytelling and kill streaks. There may be a lot of hate for this franchise out there, but I can assure you that there is also just as much love. I award Black Ops 2 an 8.5 out of 10. Thanks for watching, see you next time.